So you want parts of your material to glow, like magic ruins, neon sign, LED strip, fire cores, sci-fi panels. I mean basically anything that lights up by itself. That's where emissive color input comes into place. So emissive colors add self-illumination to your material. It tells Unreal like this part is glowing and I don't care about the scene lighting. I mean it doesn't cast lighting, but it does make your surface look powered, charged or alive. And to better understand, let's take a look at this example here that in the material graph, as you can see on your screen, we have our emissive color option here. Now you have a two option. Either you can just right click and promote it to a variable like this I did on the screen, or you can connect a texture map. So we will look at both option one by one. And there is one more option also that where you can just call one and then connect it to this and call it a scalar parameter. But then it will just change the emissive color to white. It will look like a white bulb or something like that. But if you want it to glow in various colors, then you have to do it this way, where you just right click and promote it to variable or call three constant and then promote that to variable and connect it here. Let's just not complicate everything and just right click and promote it to variable, or we are just in this case we are just connecting this value and let's just apply it like this. And now I'm gonna pull up the material instead of this material, and as you can see we already have the global vector parameter which comes when we promote something to variable, and we have the emissive color option here. Let's just tick it, and now we have a color graph as you can see on the screen. As soon as we click on it, now it's black right now, which means it's not eliminating any color, and the surface of that object, in our case it's a cube, is green, which is the base color. But as soon as we start moving our dot or this option or to change it to any color we want, now you are seeing that it's only changing the color, but in reality when it's a night time, it's changing the color with emission in it. I mean, let's just turn down the day to see it in better way. Now as you can see on the screen, we have night here, and the color is not just blue, it's actually a emissive color on the top of base color. As you can see on the screen, it's a emissive color on top of base color, which is blue. Now one thing I would like to tell you that we already seen that it was not visible in the day, but to make it visible even in daytime, what you can do is, like it is showing in RGB like 1 2 3 or whatever value it's, because it's RGB it will remain it between 0 and 1. So what you will do is, if it's 0.28, make it 2.8. If it's 1, make it 10. If it's 0, keep it 0. I mean, you are getting my point. If you multiply that RGB value into 10 or 100, you will see the emissive color glow increasing by that so much that it will be glowing in the daytime as well. I mean, to better understand, you have to experiment it by yourself. For now, we already seen what a emissive color scalar parameter can do. Now let's just connect the texture map, and it's go without saying that white parts are 1 and the black parts are 0. So where the white part, it will glow as white because it's just showing the emissive color. We didn't give it any other value. It's just one in all, which is white. And the black part are the part where it shows us the base color, which is not illuminating. I know this example was a bit confusing and a bit hard to understand, but trust me, it is very easy. And we can also do a quick experiment here as well, where let's just multiply the value which is coming from the emissive color parameter and the map to see some unique twist. Now the map was just white and black, but as soon as we connect the emissive color value here, it will change the map color as well. But the parts that are black, it will keep it that way. It will layer on top of it. It's just multiplying. I know the example today was a bit complicated, but it is a very simple thing to do in Unreal. Now the question is, where do you actually use it? Anywhere. I mean, anywhere something needs light coming from the surface itself. Neon light, VFX, energy cores, fire, magic symbols, hologram, sci-fi tech, UI highlights. If your game has anything that looks alive or powered, you will be using emissive color all the time. And hey, if you like seeing these nodes in action, check out the game I'm building, Reborn the Evil Being. It's all blueprint under the hood, and the demo is free to play on Steam. Hope that helps, and as always, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you around.